Falls man arrested for vandalism and terroristic threats appeared in court today. What he's accused of doing tonight.
Wow, we really warmed up today. We saw temperatures up into the upper 60s to low 70s, but now I'm tracking some changes as we head into Tuesday.
And with the weather warming up, several big construction projects are starting up in North Idaho and Washington. How those projects will impact you tonight. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 o'clock. I'm Sydney Schofield. Mark has the night off. Our Boomtown series looks at the growth in the inland Northwest, and tonight more nighttime closures are set to begin on westbound I-90 in Post Falls. It's all part of the Idaho Transportation Department's I-90 and Highway 41 interchange project. KREM 2's Regan Gallo joins us with what drivers can expect this week.
Well, starting tonight at 8 p.m., the westbound I-90 on-ramp from State Highway 41 in Post Falls will close through 5 a.m. This is going to be a nightly closure this week starting at 8 p.m. The Idaho Transportation Department says these closures will allow crews to continue paving preparations on I-90, State Highway 41, and Mullen Avenue, which ITD says paving is an important next step in the interchange project. Today, Monday, Mullen Avenue will be closed during the daytime hours for final paving east of State Highway 41, though business access will remain open. On top of the nightly I-90 closure, on Tuesday, westbound I-90 traffic will shift to newly constructed lanes north of the temporary bridges. Wednesday, there will be a I-90 westbound single-lane closure during the day, and on Thursday, there will be alternating lane closures during the day on State Highway 41, and 12th Avenue will be closed west of State Highway 41 and the 12th Avenue intersection. A detour map suggests using Mullen Avenue before getting back onto I-90 westbound off of Spokane Street. ITD says the interchange will improve safety, increase capacity, and provide better connectivity to Highway 41 and I-90. Now, ITD says all work is weather dependent, though our KREM 2 News weather forecast says sunshine is expected through the week. For now, I'm reporting in Post Falls. Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.
That's right, Regan. In fact, let's head to our outdoor weather center right now, where meteorologist Cody Proctor can attest firsthand to the beautiful weather that we've seen out there today.
I know I said this during our last newscast, Sydney, but spoiler alert. But Regan is right. We are expecting plenty of sunshine for this week, and especially right now. It is a little breezy at this moment, so need to put on even more hairspray for our later shows. But right now, as we take a look outside, we're still hanging out into those upper 60s at this moment. We have been seeing some double-digit wind speeds around our area, and it has been beautiful. And we're not even the warmest spot on the map right now. That goes to Wenatchee and Moses Lake right now, currently in the mid-70s. Coeur d'Alene right now at 70 degrees, upper 60s in Sandpoint and in Spokane. However, we are looking to see those temperatures start to drop down as we head into the rest of the week. Part of that comes from a cold front that's expected to move into the northwest. You can kind of see it right here. That's also looking to bring us some breezy to gusty winds, and that's why we have some wind advisories that go into effect tomorrow morning for parts of southeast Washington and up towards Omak and towards Nespelem right there in Bridgeport and Brewster. So keep that in mind that we do have those gusts expected. Hour by hour, it should still be very warm into the evening. Tomorrow looks to start us off in the low 50s. The next 3 days, our temperatures are expected to be into the upper 50s and warming up back into the low 60s by Thursday. But again, be prepared for that wind. I'll have more coming up in your full forecast.
All right, Cody, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you. Hey, NASA's Artemis II has officially made its loop around the moon on day 6 of this historic mission. The crew is now headed back to Earth. Here is a look at NASA's live stream following Orion, which already surpassed the distance record set during Apollo 13. These astronauts have now traveled farther from Earth than any humans in history. CBS's Christian Benavides is tracking their trip to show us what this massive achievement means for NASA and the future of space exploration.
For all humanity, you're pushing beyond that frontier.
NASA's Artemis II astronauts sailed into the record books.
We do so in honoring the extraordinary efforts and feats of our predecessors,
surpassing the Apollo 13 distance record of 248,000 miles from Earth.
We will continue our journey even further into space.
The astronauts were moved to tears as they suggested naming one of 2 previously unnamed moon craters in honor of Commander Reed Wiseman's wife, who died in 2020.
It's a bright spot on the moon, and we would like to call it Carol.
The crew awoke to the song Good Morning on this historic day. and a special pre-recorded message from the late pioneer Jim Lovell, who commanded the famous Apollo 13 moon mission.
I know how busy you'll be, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
The crew is expected to document parts of the far side of the moon never before seen by the human eye.
They're going to be taking thousands of photographs, running video cameras, audio notes. They're going to be recording what their thoughts are.
Before doing so, they'll also lose contact with NASA as the moon blocks their signal.
There seems to be some ominous hint of danger about that, but really it's not. You know, Isaac Newton is guiding this spacecraft. It's simple physics.
After passing the moon, the gravitational pull of the Earth will once again take over to bring Artemis II back home. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
President Trump gave Iran a deadline of tomorrow night to reach a deal. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House, where President Trump held a news conference this afternoon.
The entire country can be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night.
President Trump emphasized the new deadline he set for Iran, threatening to destroy bridges and power plants if a deal is not reached by Tuesday night.
We have to have a deal that's acceptable to me. And part of that deal is going to be we want free traffic of oil.
The president claiming Iranian civilians want the U.S. operation to continue.
We've had numerous intercepts. Please keep bombing. All I can tell you is they want freedom.
Iran's regime on Monday formally rejected the Trump administration's 15-point peace plan. Pakistan, acting as a mediator, presented the U.S. and Iran with a ceasefire proposal. The White House has said it's one of many ideas.
As the administration weighs next steps, CBS News is learning new details about the daring operation to rescue the crew aboard the F-15 shot down over Iran on Friday.
They were high-risk, high-stakes missions conducted in the heart of enemy territory. This was not just barely into Iran, this was deep into Iran.
As the injured weapons system officer hid in the crevice of a mountain, the Pentagon says it surged more than 150 aircraft, and special operations launched a campaign to confuse Iranian militias on the ground.
CIA executed a deception campaign to confuse the Iranians, who were desperately hunting for our airmen.
Navy SEALs recovered the airman and flew him to safety Sunday morning. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
A 6-year-old child died in a single-wide trailer fire early this morning. Just after 3 a.m., a trailer on Rock Pit Road near Weib, Idaho, caught fire and was fully engulfed in flames by the time fire crews got there. 2 adults and 2 kids were inside when this fire started. 3 managed to get out, but that 6-year-old was trapped and did not survive. The Clearwater County Sheriff's Office and the state fire marshals are investigating the cause of this fire. We'll certainly keep you updated as we learn more. Lori Vallow Daybell, the woman convicted of killing her 2 children in Idaho, is now trying to appeal her conviction. She's taking her case to the Idaho Supreme Court. Court documents show she's claiming the trial had serious legal problems. One reason being that her chosen attorney was removed without what she says was a good reason. She also says some key hearings happened while she was ruled mentally unfit and without her even in the room at the time. The appeal argues all of this violated her rights and could have changed how the trial ended. The defense is asking the court to either throw out her conviction or give her a brand new trial. In southern Idaho, down in Pocatello, community members gathered to honor Victor Perez, the 17-year-old who was fatally shot by police 1 year ago. 4 officers shot Perez, who had autism and cerebral palsy, 17 times in his backyard. His family says the whole situation was a misunderstanding. Back in September, the Idaho AG's office said they would not file criminal charges against the officers involved in this shooting. Now the case is moving forward in federal court. The family attorney believes the shooting was avoidable.
They had time to communicate. There were family members here. They didn't make any effort to communicate with any family members. So
Perez's family did not want to speak on camera, but said they will stay focused on seeking justice. We have much more to cover here on KREM 2 News at 5 o'clock.
What he said was alarming.
An Idaho man accused of attacking a sheriff's deputy and threatening law enforcement faces a judge. We're at the courthouse with what happened. And there are multiple construction projects that may affect your commute over the coming months. You've got everything you need to know coming up. We also want to let you know this Friday you can watch the Seattle Mariners on KREM 2. They'll take on the Houston Astros. First pitch is at 6:40 p.m. Following that game, you can watch a special edition of KREM 2 News at 9:30 p.m. You can watch 9 more games this season on KREM and KSKN. If you want to learn more about the Mariners broadcast on our channels, just head to our website, krem.com.